Hey everyone, it's me, DJ Buckets, here with some Japanese radio for you. We're gonna be playing some chill music today, having a good old time, and I guess we'll see how that goes. All right. Well, how is everybody doing tonight? That was "Irony" by Claire's, a song that I heard uh, a long time ago from one of my favorite artists, Porter Robinson. He made a remix of it for his Worlds tour, and that was pretty much the first time I heard it. So it was whoa, like this is awesome. I love this. But anyways, yeah, how's everyone doing tonight? This is my first time on the DJ on the set, so this is all completely new to me. But you know what? I'm gonna just talk. We're gonna have a good time together, and I'm gonna play some music for all of you. So I had an idea, and
All right, so hello, testing. Oh, I gotta switch mics because that one's not working. You can have both on, by the way.
all right.
Yeah. So, hey guys, you guys know me as DJ question mark or DJ Deadman, depending on which show you like me the most in. Yeah, this is David Zavala, excuse me. With
Hello.
he's a new DJ here. Hope you guys enjoy his interesting song choices. It's new here at Vaquero Radio. So why don't you tell us about that? Like, what makes you like the Japanese music so much?
Oh well, a couple years ago, I was never really too into it. I watched some anime when I was a kid. I thought it was fun, but what really got me into it was I had a friend back in 2018 who he showed me like some video game series called Toho, and he was like, yeah, a bunch of people make music for it and everything, and I was like, oh really? So I went and I checked it out, and it opened up a huge array of music that I had like never listened to before from different artists, different styles, genres, and everything. And it was just like a completely new experience for me. And you know what? Like I kind of just fell in love with it, and I kind of just want to share that kind of discovery that I had with this completely foreign type of music with other people out there. So.
So then you briefly mentioned Porter Robinson. So I've never heard of this person. So who's Porter Robinson?
Porter Robinson is a DJ from California that started back in like 2008. He started off when he was like 15 years old, making songs for some German record label, and from there it's just like going to some DJ shows. He did some stuff, and then in 2012 he released an EP called Spitfire, which is a very like electro house, complextro stuff, and lots of it was like very heavy, very hard. Pretty decent album. I kind of liked it. But in 2014, he released an album called Worlds, which was completely revolutionary in the EDM scene. It was emotional. It was like lots of like glitch hop, lots of stuff that people haven't really heard in the EDM scene before, where everything was just like really bumpy or like really hard hitting tracks or something. It was emotional. It was personal, and it's probably one of my favorite albums that I've ever listened to.
Ah yes, I too played Geometry Dash.
It wasn't Geometry Dash music. It was something different, and it was at the time, like if you go look at like EDM songs now, a lot of them kind of have that kind of feeling to it. But at the time, this is something no one had ever heard of before. It was like completely new, revolutionary, and really good. It's probably, I would say, one of my favorite albums of all time. Not every song on it is perfect, obviously, but it's great, and I love it. And speaking of Porter Robinson, since the last song that I heard from him, I might as well play another song from him, which is "Flicker," one of my favorite songs from his other album, from this album. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy that.
Hope you guys are enjoying the show so far.
I know I am.
Yeah, I find this music very interesting. This is the first time I'm hearing it.
It's very nice stuff. This is actually a song by an artist most people listening probably recognize, C418, which most people only know him because of Minecraft. He's the big Minecraft guy, but he's actually got a bunch of music that he just did just because, because he's a musician, obviously. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of most of his like solo work. This is actually a song with a girl called Laura Shigahara, which if any of you guys like play like video games or anything, and you've played Deltarune, the Undertale sequel, she actually did some vocal work for that game, which is I found out about this like 2 or 3 days ago, and I thought that was super interesting because the guy who made that game, Toby Fox, is another big musical inspiration of mine. I love his work a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of artists that make stuff for video games and all that. You know, rhythm gaming and stuff like that. I just like video game stuff.
Don't worry, I listen to video game OSTs. So I went through an Undertale phase in. Yeah, I got to the point where I tried speedrunning it.
Oh, really?
I think my time was. I mean, it's not anything to like sing home about. I think it was like.
Still, if you did it in like under an hour. Then
No, it wasn't under. I think it was like an hour and 40.
That's still pretty good because I know I took like 20 hours to finish that game.
Well, like I already knew the game by heart at that point because I had played it so many times. Like I already knew exactly where I needed to go, what to do.
Okay.
But I was just like doing it for fun. I wasn't really actually trying to like get a record or anything like that.
That's like the best way to do speedrunning, isn't it? Just like, because I feel like when you're like trying to go for the world record, that's a commitment you're doing right there. Like you're gonna be spending hundreds upon hundreds of hours just playing the same thing over and over and over and over again. You know. So I mean, like just going for like casual runs, it's fun. It's neat. It's even better for like smaller games because like sometimes if the game's not too big and you just kind of like find it, it's like, hey, let me speedrun this. It's very easy to just like get on the leaderboard sometimes because there's not too many people doing it. So I know there was a game that I did it for. It was, I don't remember the name of the game, but I remember I was like 74th on the leaderboard on speedrun.com, and that was like an amazing feeling. It wasn't impressive at all. I was like very bottom of the barrel speedrun, but I was on the leaderboard. So
There was a YouTuber that I watched named Doug.
Doug.
Yeah, he's the only YouTuber that I've ever seen make content with his Twitch chat in a weird way. Like he has them play a game. He builds
like they give commands.
Yeah, like he builds a code where like they take commands from the chat and then like the whatever the AI will like make those moves in said game.
I adore things like that. Dude.
He's the only person that I know of that has a speedrun record with his chat.
What?
Like his chat played the game. He didn't the only thing, it was a Mario Maker speedrun, and the only thing he did was skip levels if they needed to. Chat played the rest.
And they got a world record.
Last place, but
it was still a world
they're on the leaderboard.
Oh my god.
Only person I know who's done that.
I can't imagine like getting on the leaderboard like already is just like that's a lot of like dexterity. You got to be really fast with your hands. How do you do that with chat? Typing in commands into like I do not understand.
I'll send you the link later.
Please do. That sounds amazing. Anyways, our talk segment's coming to a close. So I don't have a next song planned, so here's Hey Brother by Avicii. I hope you guys enjoy. Hey everyone, sorry I unmuted the wrong microphone. Anyways, so the song we just played right now was UMP9 by a guy called Tomatoism. And the cool thing I like about this song, this was actually sold at a Dojin event. It's a piece of Dojin music, and most of what Dojin music is, it's just conventions. There are two major conventions that happen in Japan, Comiket and Ritaisai. And what happens is people go over to those conventions and they set up booths and everything, and most of it is music, which is fantastic. So this one was sold, I'm pretty sure, at Comiket around 3 years ago, and it's a part of a huge collab album. It's a part of a huge collab album where a lot of people just come together and they form like a circle of music where they all like organize like little things and they release music together. Most of it doesn't get posted online, which is a huge pain for me because it's kind of hard to get CDs from a Japanese event because a lot of people just don't really care too much about like the sales of their music. They just kind of want to go over there and just here's a CD and here's a song that I'm playing, or a song that I'm selling, which is a very, very cool thing. But so Comiket started around like 40 or so years ago, I'm pretty sure. And it was just a place where people could come together, talk about animes they liked, games they liked, because there was still like, manga and stuff like that. Because even in the 80s, there was still a pretty decent market, especially in Japan. There was a pretty big market for it. So as time goes on, the event gets bigger and everything. More people come, and it's super fascinating. Actually, I would really like to go at some point in my life. It's kind of extremely expensive because I don't live in the area. I live in the USA, and it's kind of taking a flight, getting a hotel. That's a whole debacle over there. But eventually, I would like to go over there, which is fun. Uh, so yeah, so that's kind of that.
Do you have plans on going?
Do I have plans on going? Uh, Actually, one of my friends introduced me to this kind of music. We've kind of been like on and off about like, hey, like we should like go to like the comic get together and go like hang out, meet some of our favorite. Because I have my favorite artists. He has his favorite artists. People like Shinra Bansho, Dematori, Cool Create. There's a guy called Beat Mario who makes a lot of music that really enjoy. And the best thing that I like about all this stuff is that it's very personal between everyone. It's not like you're going to like a label and you're like getting your music sold, getting it uploaded on a bunch of sites and everything. It really is just people with a passion for the things they like and the music they make, just coming together and just kind of celebrating that passion together. And it's kind of really inspiring to me for a lot of different reasons. Because I'm a musician. I have been playing music for years and years since I was like a child. So the idea of just like a huge collaborative space where people can just make whatever, sell whatever, and just do whatever with their songs. It's a very enticing idea to me as someone who just is in love with that whole thing. So I guess with that, we'll start our next song. This one isn't a Dojin song, but it's another song by two independent artists that I really enjoy, Katori and Syntheon. This is a collab they did back in March, I'm pretty sure. And I really enjoy it, so I hope you guys will too. That is not the song. Sorry. All right. Hey, people, I'm back here. So that was Twin Skies by two people I love, Katori and Syntheon. And the thing about Syntheon is that she actually does live streams. If you go like on YouTube and just look up like Syntheon, you can see her with her little like anime avatar and everything. And one of my biggest things, the reason I like watching her so much, is because what she does on her YouTube channel is she just makes music. And as someone who likes producing things and wants to get better at it, it's very very comforting seeing someone kind of like go through like step by step the process and like, oh, this is how I'm doing this, and when I'm getting this kind of sound, this is like my process of going through it. And like it's just a very like I feel like I learned so much watching her because she is better than I am at producing music. So it's a very comforting thing. I have a good time watching her. She's fun. So I mean, if you ever feel like watching a music-oriented YouTuber, go check out Syntheon. And then you've also got Katori, which I don't know if he actually does stuff like that, but he still does a lot of really good music. His stuff goes a lot more into like the hard kind of like dubstep kind of thing. It's not really. I think rhythm is a better way to put it. Yeah, I think it's called a rhythm, which is more. It's like dubstep, but with way like harder like basses. It's got a lot of like melody, lots of like shiny noises. A very interesting genre. I'm pretty sure an artist that isn't related to this, but Virtual Riot has a lot of rhythm tracks. So if you ever like feel bored and want to hear something kind of unique, go look up Virtual Riot Rhythm. I know he has a song called Toho Rhythm. That one's pretty good. I remember listening to that a while ago, and it was pretty interesting. But anyways, I think that's all the time that I have for right now. We kind of started a little bit late, so I guess this one's gonna be a little shorter than usual. But hey, it happens. So I guess everyone have a fantastic night, and I guess I'll see you all next week.